Taylor was the youngest of 3 children. He's an older brother and an older sister. Taylor was a great kid. Friendly, outgoing. Adults tell us he was one of the most well-mannered young kids that they knew. He was a very popular kid on campus, a clown. I mean, you know, the campus clown, and he was the family clown. I mean, always joking. The girls liked him.
He may have been a jokester with the girls in his family, but when it came to baseball, Taylor Hooton was all business.
Taylor was never the star of the team, but he was always a starter, always made the all-star team every year, I believe every year since he was a little tyke. So he's a very good baseball player.
He pitched for his high school baseball team, the Plano West Wolves in Plano, Texas. The 6'3", 180-pound high school junior wanted to be the #1 pitcher on his varsity team during his senior year.
The JV coach told Taylor and one other young man on the team that they needed to get bigger in order to improve their chances of making the varsity baseball team. Now, like most kids, they'd make an attempt to walk through a brick wall if that's what the coach told them to do.
Taylor started working out more, drinking protein shakes, and taking anabolic steroids.
Taylor took it on his own devices to figure out how to get bigger, and he made his own decision to use anabolic steroids as a shortcut to get there.
Taylor got bigger, faster, and stronger. He put on about 30 pounds, mostly in his upper body.
Little did we know that it's physically impossible for a kid that age to put on that much weight in that short a period of time without using some kind of chemicals in order to get there.
Taylor's father, Don Hooton, said his son also developed other textbook physical symptoms of steroid use: acne on the back, greasy skin, bad breath, and puffy face.
Hindsight's always 20/20. In hindsight, all of the signs of steroid usage were there. We just didn't know what he looked, you know, what to look for. We didn't equate the changes we were seeing with steroid usage.
Then there were the emotional changes. The photos only show the good times with Taylor, not the emotional outbursts, the mood swings, the rage.
Taylor would snap and drive his fist into the floor, or on a couple occasions drive his pitching fist through a sheetrock wall, curse, make very obnoxious statements to his mom or I, and then storm upstairs to his bedroom, only to come back 5 or 10 minutes later, typically with tears in his eyes, apologizing to his mom or I, you know, "Mom, Pop, you know, I know you don't deserve that. I'm sorry, it won't happen again," only to have it happen on multiple occasions.
Then there was the depression. Neither parent thought it was as bad as it was, until their son killed himself in his upstairs bedroom.
Taylor died on July the 15th of 2003. He had just turned 17. He never explained to anybody why he did. The closest that we got to an explanation was the note that he left, which was very short. It was, "I'm sorry about everything. I love you guys."
When the police searched Taylor's memorabilia-filled room after his death, they found the steroids and syringes he had used. Since that day, the Hootons have learned they are not alone.
Suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death in adolescents and young adults between the ages of 15 and 24. So this is an age group that is already at high risk. When you add steroids, you are increasing the risk of suicide. The connection between suicide and steroids has to do with the depression, which happens when the steroids wear off or during the so-called withdrawal period.
Since Taylor's death, Don Hooton has pushed steroids into the spotlight, even telling a congressional committee about his own steroid horror story.
He was 2 weeks away from beginning his senior year in high school. Taylor's secret use of anabolic steroids played a significant role in causing the depression, the severe depression that resulted in his suicide.
He has also started a foundation in Taylor's name to educate the public about the dangers of steroid use.
We Not ashamed of Taylor at all, quite proud of the young man, but he made a mistake just like a number of other kids did, and it wound up costing him his life. And the only way we've been able to make any meaning whatsoever of what's happened here is to speak out and to let others know how dangerous this stuff is. This is real. It can happen in your family.